in a hot box. Every day I'll be posted like a mailbox. For you this, better know we don't spare our G nights on me. These hoes white as the crack rock. Your case codes like a laptop. Trying to catch up with us.
Man, y'all see what the fuck I done stumbled across? Man, and then she crying. Some telling me she finna try to play the victim, like always. Cause you know, females don't never take accountability. There is nothing you can say that can change what you did to that man. But yeah, follow me on all socials. Join the Discord. We live on TikTok every day. We don't do no long ass intros on this channel. Y'all already know this. Why is you telling her sorry? Tell him sorry.
Please. Sorry. You okay? Yeah.
Like, oh, just let go. Like, what can you say about that? Like, what
Welcome
can you
to
say
Off the Record, a
that could change
platform
my
where
mind about
individuals
you?
come here to speak their truth, discuss their thoughts, and own their stories. We will be having candid conversations where we discuss various events and ask all the questions that you're eager to know, and hopefully come to graceful conclusions. I am your host, Mide Oni, the one and only. Let's get into it. Welcome, Jess.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
How was your journey in?
Been good. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for joining us today. So before we get into the core of the conversation, tell
She
me
do
a bit
got some
about
six
yourself.
ass
Who is
looks.
Jess? What do you
I
like
give
to
her that.
do? How old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a part-time influencer and a model. I like spending time with my friends and family. I like going shopping like a lot. I'm always shopping.
I'm going to clarify a few things before we get into the conversation. There's been quite a bit of confusion about where you're actually from. So can you tell us, are you Ghanaian? Are you Nigerian? What are you?
I'm Nigerian.
You're Nigerian,
I'm not
okay.
Ghanaian. I've been seeing...
Let's get to the good part.
Now, this is the question on everybody's minds. Girl, who is this man? Were you in a committed and defined relationship with him?
Yes, we was in a committed relationship.
How long were you together for?
Just under a year. So
Okay.
going to a year.
But Buddy says y'all was together for a month though. Who lying? Who lying?
And when you say you were in a defined relationship, just so that everybody's aware, he was your boyfriend and you were his girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect. So you mentioned in your apology video, which we're going to get back to, that you're a diehard fan of Omah. So I think my question here is, was this a date night? Was this planned? Was this who bought the tickets? Why were you guys there together? Can you kind of talk us through what happened, the journey of that?
So I'm a huge Omah fan. I've been a fan since he even started like music. So I really, really like his music. So I've always wanted to go to his concert. I was going to see him, I think this was last year, but he cancelled that show. So I was like, oh, I've got to go to the next show, like 100%. So when he said that he was coming to London, I just bought the tickets. And I thought I'd bring my boyfriend because he was going through a hard time himself. So I thought this might like get his mind off it. So I just thought, yeah, I'll just go.
Do you think he feel better? Shawty, if it wasn't for Kai, he probably would be devastated still. Well, I ain't gonna say he was devastated because I don't know him. Because me personally, I'm not getting devastated over no female. But everybody not like me. Yeah, damn. So I don't know. I don't know how you really felt after this shit.
With him, favorite artist, favorite person. So I just thought, yeah.
Did you think I might get called on stage? Did that run through your mind?
I've always wanted to go on stage with Omah. Like, I don't think there's any other artist that I'd even go on stage like with. So me and him, we've had this conversation like days before the concert. If I was to get called on stage, like, would you be fine with that? And he said, yeah, like that's fine. He's been okay with it, yeah.
I find that hard to believe. I find that very hard to believe, judging his reaction. No, I do not believe it.
Ah, okay. Well, that kind of changes the narrative. So we've seen from the videos that have surfaced online that you were very excited to go on stage. And now that you've revealed to us that he was okay with it, you going on stage, was it something that you just told him or did you guys discuss it prior?
We discussed it prior, obviously, but he didn't know that I'd get picked to go on stage. So when Omah pointed at me, obviously in the video you can see like I was really, really excited, which I was. And he was encouraging me to go. Like he even said, yeah, like go. That's why I went in the first place.
There is a point in the video where it looks as though he's holding on to you and saying, well, obviously we don't know what he was saying, but it does look like he was a bit reluctant to let you go on stage. Is that fair for us to say?
Not really, just because he was holding me the entire show.
Okay.
So that's why it looked like he didn't want me to go, but he was fine with it. And there was a point where I was like stood next to him and everyone thought like I moved away from him, but I was stood there because I was waiting for the security to get me out of the crowd.
Okay. Okay. So when you got up onto the stage, what was going through your mind from the minute that he pointed to you getting onto the stage? What was going through your mind?
I was like, you picked me? Like I was so happy, honestly. Like I wasn't thinking of anything negative, anything bad, or I'd go up there and do something that would obviously, you know. But I was really, really happy. Like I was just so excited. I was like, I'm on stage with Omah. Like this is what I wanted. So yeah. I was
we
happy.
could all see that you were very excited. I mean, if it was me and Usher, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Man, god damn, Usher. This nigga don't miss. This nigga don't miss. Fellas, if your girl like Usher, we fucked. Damn.
I'd be in the same position
Yeah.
as you. So when you got on stage and, you know, you were dancing with Omah and obviously when you went behind the screen and everything, did you at any point think, oh, my man's in the audience actually, maybe let me relax a little bit? Did that ever occur to you?
How do you take 20,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing?
If I'm being honest, no.
Okay.
I respect her
I
honesty.
knew he was in the crowd.
Because I wouldn't have believed it
obviously.
if she said
I knew
yes.
He was there. But before we got up the stairs, obviously he asked me what my name was, and I just did my little like dance. I obviously thought that was it, so I didn't think of it as much about him being offended in the crowd or anything.
Okay. When you went to the top of the stairs and the screen came down, what was going through your mind at that point?
From what I remember, like I said prior, I was just really happy and excited. And he's done something similar at his previous show, but obviously that was with a professional dancer, so I wouldn't expect him to do that with a fan. But obviously when those curtains like dropped, I just thought to myself, I was like, oh, is this like the same performance that he did at his last show? So yeah, I just kind of knew I just had to dance.
You mentioned that you've seen previous concerts from Omah and this is something that he has done before. So at that point, did you feel any pressure to overperform, to show them that you're that girl, you know?
I kind of did because there was a lot of people, a lot of cameras, and I knew if I walk off the stage, people would tell me, oh, you ruined the show, you did this, you did that. So I just thought, okay,
I'm here now.
I'm here now, just dance, like.
From one person to another, you did your thing, yeah? So that being...
Why is you hyping that up? Well, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I'm just so mad anymore because I don't know. Like I sorta understand. Like it ain't nothing that could take back from what the fuck she did. She did embarrass her nigga and shit. But goddamn, she a fangirl. she got overboard, I guess. And I believe everything she's saying so far. She ain't said nothing bullshit. That's why I ain't said nothing. She ain't said nothing. Out the way.
Said, after you guys danced, there is a rumor going around, I'm not sure if you've heard that, when the screen came down, you and Omah did share a kiss.
We did not kiss. All he did was he just like kind of hugged me. So obviously because of like the shadow, it looked like we kissed, but no, we didn't.
After you danced with Omah on stage, was there any exchange of contact details, whether it's Instagram, phone number, email?
No, his team did ask me to like stay, obviously, but because my boyfriend was in the crowd, I just
Stay on stage?
no, like stay
Backstage?
Backstage, yeah.
And you declined?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So after the concert, Omah tweeted, well, allegedly tweeted,
Cause like, I want to be mad, but then again, he gave her permission. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, he gave her permission to go up there. She just overdid it, I guess. She didn't have to grind on the nigga and all that. But goddamn, in her eyes at that moment, her intentions weren't bad, I'll say. But still some shitty ass shit you did.
about the fact that he asked you if you had a boyfriend. Is this real? Is this fake? Like, can you clarify?
Oh, it's definitely fake.
So he didn't ask you if you had a boyfriend. Did you guys actually have a conversation prior to you dancing?
We had a conversation after, like after the dance, we spoke.
You and Omah?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that was on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was that conversation?
No, I was just really excited. I was just like, thank you, like for letting me go on stage and stuff. Yeah, that was it.
What was the first conversation you had when you went back down into the audience with your boyfriend?
Even before I got to him, I already kind of felt a certain type of way. I just felt like I did something not wrong, but I knew he would probably be offended when I saw his face. So he wasn't really like speaking.
Really?
For the rest of the show, no.
Oh, okay. You said you
He
felt
stayed?
some type of way. What was the way that you were feeling?
So as I was walking like through the crowd, there was this guy and he was like to me, "Oh, is that your man?" And I was like, so that the way he said it, I just thought, I wouldn't want anyone to speak about him in that way or to me. Like, what do you mean, oh, is that your man? So immediately I was like, oh shit, like.
So you basically came from a high and you felt low at that point because of what the person had said.
And then obviously I saw his face and then I was just like, oh, yeah.
In a video that had surfaced online, we can see him walking away. Did you guys go home together? You said you didn't have a conversation in the audience. Did you speak at any point on that night?
Of course we did. Like, we went home together. In the video, it looked like he was walking away from me.
You would have been walking home fucking
but we
with
was
me.
walking together. A group of girls just stopped me and just said, oh, like, you did your thing, like, you did. And obviously he wasn't trying to hear that. So he just walked off. But he was waiting for me at the end of the road. So obviously the person that was recording didn't get that part, but he was waiting for me.
So I want to go back to a previous question that we spoke about. You said that you going on stage, he was totally okay with it. You've already had that conversation, so you were confident to go on stage.
Yeah.
And when you've come off stage, he's visibly upset. So do you think that he was influenced by the audience and their reaction?
100%.
Okay.
Because he was recording.
That's
himself,
100% what happened.
And then in the video, there was like those girls around us, and they were just looking at him and recording him. Obviously.
And at
that's gonna
first
make
it
you
wasn't
feel
that
very
bad, but after the
uncomfortable.
fact,
But before that, he was recording.
because he
so.
did send her up there.
I'm going to ask this question, and I want you to answer as liberally as you can. Would you say that you respected him as your boyfriend? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because there's been a lot of conversation about if that's your boyfriend, for you to go on stage, and this is something that I myself have thought, if for you to go on stage while your boyfriend's there, that's not something that a lot of people would see as respectful. Talk us through that.
Yeah. I do, and I did respect him a lot, but
No, I will not let you have it. No, you don't respect him at all. No, Mel. No, Mel. You did that horrible ass shit. No, that is not how you respect your man. No.
But I know the way I danced on stage might have looked like I don't respect him at all, but I have a lot of respect.
You grinded on him. You grinded on him. Don't matter if you was a fan or not. You grinded on him. You grinded on another man while your man watched. You ain't shit.
To him, but I do understand why people would think what I did was disrespectful.
Did you speak about it as a couple after? What was that conversation like?
I don't want to speak about that.
Okay. It was a private conversation.
Yeah, it was a private conversation.
Okay. If the tables were turned, do you think there would be this much outrage if he had gotten on stage and danced with Jada Kingdom?
Yeah, we've literally spoke about that before. He was like,
Oh my God. Female Twitter would have been tearing this nigga up. I swear to God, they would not let him breathe. If he would have went up there, oh, it's over with.
what if Iris Star calls me on stage? And I was like, go, like, do your thing. Just because you go on stage, it doesn't mean there's anything between you and the artist. So, like, it's cool. Like, I would have an issue with that, no.
And do you think that you would have felt a type of way depending on the audience and your surrounding?
I wouldn't feel a certain type of way, but obviously if people are recording you, because they're invading your privacy, you don't just record people, I would feel uncomfortable. But not with him being on stage, but with the fact that people are just trying to make it look like it's wrong.
Painting a different story.
Yes.
Okay. When did you actually notice that you had gone viral?
So on the night, like literally immediately after the concert, I saw myself on TikTok and I was like, oh, that was quick. Like, but that was just a clip
It did go
of me
viral fast.
dancing. Like he wasn't in
fast
that
as hell.
video. And there was like a lot of positive comments. Like a lot of girls were saying, oh, I wish that was me. You did your things. I was like, I was okay with it because there wasn't like any hate or anything.
What was going through your mind then when you had seen it actually blow up on Shade Borough? It's made it to the Shade Room at one point. How were you feeling?
It was a lot because there's only so much someone can take, and for you to like see yourself all over social media in a negative way, it did affect my mental health.
Why is you trying to take the victim card? I was respecting you at first because you was owning up to your bullshit, but now you trying to play the victim card. You did what you did. You was the blame for that shit.
Because everyone had like lots of opinions and stuff, but I had my
Nobody respects a cheater, boy or girl. Cannot lie to you, they will hate you.
friends and family around, so they were like really supportive.
How did they react to this situation?
With my friends, because I called them straight away. I even called them like when it happened, and they did say, oh, maybe like you shouldn't have danced the way you did. And I understood because at the time I did feel very bad for him. But then after it got out of hand, we just said like it's not that serious. Like I shouldn't be getting this amount of hate. And with my family, they're very supportive. I actually thought they'd be like angry at me or they'd like, but they were like, it's just a dance.
Yeah.
Like, you're young, enjoy yourself. So yeah.
I want to be very candid in this moment about how it made you feel.
I was really confused, and I'm not gonna lie, in that moment, all I cared about was what he thinks of me. And he did tell me what he thinks of me, like complete opposite to what people are saying. But because there was just so much that was said, I don't know what to do with all of that. So it was like really, really bad.
It was a lot. And how are you doing now?
I'm okay. I'm not gonna let that get to me, like, because if I do good or bad, people are gonna speak regardless.
So there have been a few rumors going around, one of many, that this was a staged thing. I don't know how it could be staged, but
ain't staged.
there have been allegations
That's
that
cap.
it's staged. Can you talk us through that, shed light?
I get why people would say that, because I know for a fact some people, if you went on stage, you probably wouldn't know like what to do or how to dance. So I get why people would say that, but no, it wasn't staged.
So you're just a natural bad bee dancer?
Like if I need to go with the flow, I'll go with the flow.
Yeah,
like,
period.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so the next part that we're going to get into, a lot of people know about Kai Cenat, who is a YouTuber, big YouTuber, American streamer, and he has a way of getting quite a lot of people on his show, and you get great exposure if you go on to his show. And he reached out to you and asked, would you be willing to come on, have a conversation about the events of that night? To which you proceeded to respond, no. If I will come on, However, I'm going to need compensation. How did we get there?
When he messaged me, first I was like, this is actually Kai Sanat, because why would you message me? Like, I don't know how much I was actually trending, because at the time I wasn't really using my phone as much. I didn't want to see all the hate and stuff. So when I opened my DMs and I saw that he messaged me, I was like, this is good. Like, this has to be, you know. So what I did was I spoke to my friends and my family, and for me to go on anyone's live stream, I don't really, and at the time I wasn't thinking about exposure and stuff. I just thought, because I'm trending, I'm not going to go on your live stream for free. Like, I'm not going to do that. So
Was this from advice that you had gotten or just an internal thing?
both.
Okay. And obviously when you responded and said you needed compensation, he was like, the audacity, how
Yeah,
dare you, sort of
yeah.
thing, and proceeded to, well, from what we know, proceeded to reach out to your boyfriend. Can you talk us through that, the timeline of how that went?
After he replied with compensation, question mark, he actually rang me. So
Okay.
he video called me twice, but I was with my boyfriend at the time, and he told me to not answer the phone, so.
Wait a minute. So you
Hold up.
was with your boyfriend and he told you not to answer Kai Sanat's call.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He just said, oh, like, I should focus on my mental health and, like, delete everything, like, delete all my DMs and stuff.
And can you clarify what day this happened on?
I think it was, like, 3 days after the concert.
So like a Wednesday?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. So your boyfriend said to you, don't answer the call, focus on your mental health. So how did we go from focusing on your mental health to him now being on Kai Sanat's live stream show?
I was confused for a second.
Okay. What was the status of you lot's relationship at this point?
We were still speaking.
But you weren't together?
We were.
You were still together?
Yeah.
When he told you?
Kai, you don't get this. Hold up. Let her cook before I get mad. Let her cook.
Not to answer Kai Sanat's call?
Yeah.
Okay. So from the time he told you not to answer the call and then him going onto Kai Sanat's stream, how long was that? Was it a day or
hours.
2? Sorry?
Couple hours.
Okay. How did we get there? Can you elaborate? What happened?
I don't even know what happened. Like, all I know was he told me to not go on it and I should focus on my mental health. The next day, well, it was already the next day because it was like maybe like 2 a.m.
Hey, that nigga stole the clout. That nigga think he's slick. He stole the clout.
We were still speaking.
He told her not to
And
go.
all of a sudden, he's on Kai Sanat's live stream. I was like,
When you say, because I just need to make sure that we are clear.
yeah.
You are saying we're still speaking. That means a lot of things. Were you still boyfriend and girlfriend?
Damn. Hold up. I gotta look at it from a man's point of view. Hold up. Because he might have been playing a long game. Chat. Hear me out. He told her not to go on the screen. He go on the screen, get the clout, and he ended up getting 20K. But then on the other hand, hold up, let me cook. I gotta find the words. Let me cook. What if he's still fucking with this bitch? I don't know.
We never broke up. We never like.
Listen to it.
We never actually broke up.
Even now?
I can't believe this is Ashley. Talk about a glow up. They have all the trending styles.
Purpose. It starts with an idea, a design.
I don't want to answer that part.
I knew it. He played you, Kai. He played you, Kai. He played you. He took the money. Kai, he played you. Ooh, he got the clout and 20 bands. And he's still fucking with her. Hey, that shit might have been staged after. Oh, hold on.
I'm going to probe you here. Why don't you want to answer?
Because it's private. I think that's something me and him should keep private, whether we are together or not.
I understand. But for me, for you to say that this is private in terms of the status of your relationship, it then kind of goes back to it being, is this staged? Is this for content? Do you know what I
See?
mean?
Yeah.
Because
See?
if he's told you not to go onto Kai Sinet's
See?
live
She
stream
thinking
and
just
then a
like
couple
me.
hours gone on, and now he's getting a lot of benefits, which we're gonna touch on, and you don't want to clarify if you're together or not. It's a bit, where do you guys stand? Are we angry at the right person? Because everybody's angry at you right now because you're the girl who has scorned this oh so innocent man. But now you're saying it wasn't actually like that and you don't want to divulge if you're in a relationship or not. Where's the thought process on that?
We're not speaking right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're not speaking right now, but the relationship status is still question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, from him going onto the live stream, how did you feel
That's
about
cap.
that? Because
By the way,
he
they
has
most
gotten
definitely
a lot
together.
of opportunities from that. From our numbers, he had, let me double check, 400 followers, and he now sits at 88,000 followers. He has done a Morley's advert. Apparently, he's getting a lot
I was
of
watching
brand
this shit.
deals.
This nigga got like
How does that
20K
make
in
you
5
feel?
minutes.
Especially because he told you not to go on.
I'm actually happy for him.
Okay.
Like, I'm happy for him because I know this is something he's not always wanted, but it's something that I know he could do because he's got like, he can do it. Like, I know what he can do. But the way he's gone about it was unnecessary because whether you like go on the live stream or not, I wouldn't have had an issue with it anyway. So he didn't have to go about it in that way because you just like kind of betraying the people that you still claim that you love. So
Do you think that he had people in his
He still
ear
love
telling
you?
him what to do?
100%.
Yeah?
100%.
Okay. I'm going to go back to a question that I said before. In terms of him going on Kai Cenat's live stream, despite him telling you not to go on, do you feel like it was like a lick back type situation?
Most definitely
Yeah,
was.
part of me does, but that's just scary because I've been speaking to him before and I was with him. So not once did I ever feel like he was gonna do that. Like I said, he could have told me and I still wouldn't find an issue with it.
Is this a forgivable offence for you?
Why is you...
No. Fair enough. Do you regret not going on Kai Cenat's live stream?
I don't regret it because at the end of the day, it just shows me what he's capable of.
Who? Kai Cenat or
No, him.
Your
Yeah.
question mark?
Yeah.
If you could change anything, would you have gone on? Would you have said, you know what? Yeah, I don't need the compensation. Let me speak my truth.
Yeah, because I was going to answer, like, I was going to call him back.
Yeah.
But obviously he was there and he was just, like, not with it. So anything he wasn't with, like, anything he didn't want to do, I wasn't going to do.
Did you seek any advice about going on, or was it just in that moment you made the decision with your question mark boyfriend?
So in that moment, because my friends were around as well, they weren't, like, with us, but I said, oh, let me just quickly go ask my friends. And he said there's no point, like, he said just don't go on it. So I didn't end up going on it.
Okay. When your question mark boyfriend went onto the Kai Cenat live stream and Kai Cenat set up this dating situation, 20 versus 1, how did that make you feel, seeing as you mentioned earlier that you guys hadn't actually broken up?
I was really offended because I wasn't expecting that.
Why are you offended? That bitch look like E.T. The fuck? Not E.T. from Baddies. Goddamn. But you got no reason to be offended. You should understand why he moving like this towards you now after the concert. But yeah.
I just felt really disrespected. But obviously he felt disrespected with what I did. But
Okay.
to go on the live stream while he was just with me on the whole like dating show or 20 versus 1, like I just...
Baby girl, let me put this out here. Let me cook. You broke his trust. He's not there no more. You did some whole shit, dog. You will never have that same nigga again. That simpleton. Unless this shit is scam. That they did set that shit up. I'm starting to believe they did set this shit up. Why she didn't ask that question? I still believe they together too. But we just gonna go with the little floating around narrative and say, yeah, you ain't shit, and he moving the right way.
It was just a bit uncalled for, but opportunity is an opportunity, so
And did you guys have a conversation about that after?
no,
You never spoke about it?
no.
Wow, okay. Did he apologize? Did he message you? You just left it?
Just left it.
Wow. One thing that you've been consistent with throughout this conversation is about how you made him feel and how he was disrespected and you felt like you had done something to him. But him going onto Kaisenat's live stream and doing a dating game when you hadn't actually broken up feels very vindictive and like he's purposely gone out of his way to hurt you. I know you said you felt disrespected, but how did we go from A to Z? From 1 minute you're telling me to focus on my mental health, and then
Exactly.
the next minute you're going on a date
Exactly.
when we're still.
But she's saying
like,
everything I
mentally
can't get
we're
out
still
right.
Together at that point. Can you kind of talk us through that?
I feel like he didn't actually care about how that would make me feel. I don't think he was even.
Did you
thinking
care about how
me,
that was gonna make him
because
feel?
if you would have told me before. Because I'm not gonna say no, like don't go on the live stream. Like I wouldn't have an issue with it. But he didn't say anything. He just ended up on the live stream with 20 different girls, and
You want to be great? You need to sacrifice.
I'm not gonna lie, that really hurt. But I know he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Hold up. Yeah. She thought she was safe. We always come back 10 times harder, baby girl. They get back a motherfucker. They get back a motherfucker. They get back a motherfucker. Alright, they get back.
Because it's very clear that when you went on stage with Omah, you said that you had a conversation prior with him about, and he said if I went on stage with what's her name?
Star,
that you would be okay with it, but this felt very intentional.
Yeah, very intentional.
We spoke a bit earlier and
See,
you mentioned
there is the difference in their situations. Because he did give her permission. But her actions, dog, it just don't excuse her actions. I'm sorry. It don't.
that you don't feel like
You did not have to grind on that man.
it was a mistake. You don't regret going on stage at any point. Do you still stand by that?
I don't regret going on stage. However, what I do regret is how that made him feel, because no one wants to be in a crowd and feel like publicly humiliated and stuff. Like, I don't blame him for how like he felt. So, but I don't.
See, and that's what I can accept from her. Is like, she's sort of taking accountability, but she's still trying to pull the victim card at the same time. And that's what's making me dislike her.
I don't regret going on stage when we've had that conversation before. So no.
I want to just kind of pick your brain. You going on stage with an artist, how would it have been in a respect? How could you have done it in a respectful way where he wouldn't have felt a type of way?
Obviously, I would have danced differently. However, there was a lot of pressure because I have seen his previous performance. So I just thought, like I said, I had to dance the same way, basically.
You saw the way he danced with the other bops, so you decided to go up there knowing you got a boyfriend and dance the same way? Like what? Bird brain.
If this were to happen tomorrow, knowing everything you know now, and you went to the concert tomorrow, Omah pointed at you, and you would still do it again. That's what you said, right?
So she don't feel bad for grinding on the man. She only feel bad. That She don't even feel bad for old dude no more. I'm taking it back. I take it back. She only feeling bad because she getting bashed. That's exactly what it is.
And you don't regret going on stage, but you regret how it made your boyfriend feel. So if that's the case, what led you to make an apology video? Did you feel pressured by the social media, what people were saying, the fact that people were getting onto you? Is that what made you want to apologize?
The reason why I apologised is because I did publicly humiliate him. He felt embarrassed. So that's why I wanted to make an apology publicly. But that wasn't the point of the video. Yeah.
In one of your videos, you mentioned that everybody needs to heal and move on. What did you mean by that?
Let's be real, if everyone's mistakes were recorded,
That part.
where would we all be at?
Yeah.
So that's why I think everyone should just heal, move on. It's happened. I can't go back and change it. I did what I did. He felt how he felt, but people should just move on from it.
Have you healed? Have you moved on?
That's the thing about the internet though, baby. It don't work like that. You gotta let it die out.
From the situation, like the concert, yeah, I've moved on a long time ago. But with how he felt, no.
Is this a situation that you guys can come back from?
No.
Can we see you guys in a
Well,
few
they already
months
have. They together. I'm
holding
not no
hands,
dummy.
walking
They
down
together.
the River Thames? Is
But
that possible?
me, no.
I don't know.
Okay. There's a narrative out there about you right now that, you know, you're bad mind, you're disrespectful, you didn't rate him, you went out of your way to intentionally hurt him, which you've clarified you didn't. So is there anything that you want to say to people to just be like, listen, we had a conversation, it wasn't that X, Y, Z?
Yeah, we did have a conversation, and he knows my character. Like, nobody else that's speaking actually knows me. Like, he knows me. He knows me. He knows my character. He knows how respectful I am towards him as well. He can't, like, deny that. I just want to put that out there, that he doesn't think of me the way people think of me.
But is that
That's
before
why I
though?
say they still together. He's
Because
still
it
in love
seems
with
as
her. He
though,
tender.
like you mentioned earlier, that he has been heavily influenced.
He has been, yeah.
So do you feel like his perspective of you has changed?
No,
You still think he thinks of you?
he does think of me the same.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. What I've done.
That's prove my point right there. Prove my point right there. Buddy ain't lost no feelings for her. If anything, he sees it as a reward. He's still clapping her. He got a name now, and he up 20K.
Gathered through the course of this conversation is your need and desire to protect him. You keep saying you disrespected him and you made him feel some type of way. But let's talk about how you feel and how you've been disrespected. I want you to realize and understand that your feelings are very much valid in this situation, and it's not just about him. How do you feel about this?
If y'all don't got Arcade, y'all better get Arcade. Arcade has the best samples in the game.
I feel very hurt. I'm angry as well, because you don't do that to someone. Like, you don't. And I did say before, there's other ways he could have gone about it, but he's hurt me in the past. Like, he knows what I did was not on purpose. I'd never intentionally hurt him or make him feel any type of way. And that's why I'm so hurt, because of how I've made him feel. But it seems like he doesn't care about how I feel. He doesn't care what I'm doing. He doesn't care how I'm dealing with the hate. He knows the hate I'm getting. He's been seeing it, you know. And for him to even add me to his little ad video that he did is very disrespectful. Like, and I'm just hurt. I'm just really, really hurt. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're going through that. I really do feel for you. I feel like
I don't feel for you at all.
obviously you've been mentioning that he was disrespected, and because he was.
I want y'all to think I'm just being an asshole now. Like, I do understand her perspective, but I just don't like. No, you did some hoe shit. In my eyes, what he did is revenge. But you started the fire, baby. No, ma'am. Cook it.
Was disrespected publicly, it doesn't take away from the fact that you've been disrespected publicly as well, essentially. Speak to me about how you would have liked this situation to be handled differently on his part.
The thing that hurts the most is the conversations we've had in private, and then in public, he's just acting like I'm this. He hasn't even said anything, but because he hasn't said anything, it's like he's going with what everybody else is saying. It's the conversations we've had. You know,
Baby girl, I'm sorry. All right, let me just say it like this. You might as well move on. He don't got a bag now and a name. He finna get more females just like you. You ruined that. You ruined it for yourself when you went up there and danced on that man. I'm just saying. But yeah, he finna go get, if not already, you cooked. You baked yourself. Hang it up. Go to Tinder. Omegle.
spoken about this, even like family members like as well. He knows, and then for him to like just turn around and like do that, it just.
You mentioned before that you have been getting a lot of negative comments and things like that. Can you kind of elaborate on what people have been saying to you?
They've said a lot. Like, a lot has been said about me. Like, a lot of things that I've never even heard of. And I do read what people say. I know the right thing is to not read what, like, people have to say about you. But because I've never been in this situation, I can't help it but read. And the things that I've read, like, people can be so mean. Like, people tell me to kill myself. They're telling me ways I can get it quickly, like easy and like done with. Threatening my family, threatening that if they see me, they're gonna kill me. I hope your family gets cancer and they all die.
Wow, God forbid.
Or like someone said, oh, I hope you get raped and killed. Just stuff like that.
Told you, people don't like cheaters. People do not like cheaters.
There we go. Can we get her a tissue, please?
Where's my boy tissue at?
Sorry. You okay? Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Take your time, take your time.
This game, you're not.
These comments that you're getting, is it from a particular demographic of people? Is it more male, more female? Thank you.
It's a lot of men, but there's also a lot of women as well, which is really shocking. Like, how can you bash another woman for what she's just done? I didn't kill anyone. I didn't go on stage. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't say anything and like I ran off stage or something. I just danced and my boyfriend happened to be there. Like, the hate is a lot. It's too much. It's too much. I'm only one person. Like, this can really, really like get to someone.
I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. And like we said earlier, your feelings are valid as well. You did something that upset your partner, but you didn't do it intentionally. It doesn't warrant any of these type of comments that you're getting. So never feel like you're responsible for this. Do you understand what I mean? So you mentioned that you guys have not spoken. Is there anything that you would like to say to him, knowing that more than likely he's going to watch this?
I just hope for him, like, in the future, he just gets his own, like, he's so easily influenced by his friends. Like, he needs to have his own, if you love someone, you love them, you don't care about what other people have to say, because at the end of the day, you know me. Do you get what I mean? Like, you know me for me. These people, even your friends, they don't know me. So have your own say, have your own opinion, do what you want to do. If you love me, you love me. If you don't, like, you don't. That's it. Just, it's your life. No one's going to bash him if you come out and say, oh, I've forgiven her, guys, leave her alone. No one can do you anything. It's about what you want to do. So he just shouldn't listen to what people have to say about me or his friends.
What would you like us to know about Jess? The real Jess.
I want people to know that that person that they think I am isn't me. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a disrespectful person. I do respect myself. I respect others. I respect the people that I love. I'm just a young girl. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to be happy and do what makes me happy. I want to continue modeling. I want to travel as well. I just want to live my life like
as you should.
Yeah.
Following the events that have happened, obviously you've gained quite a few followers as well, so positive there. How do you want to use this platform? Do you intend to use this platform for any type of positivity, or what trajectory are you hoping on taking?
I've never had this many followers before, and I wasn't expecting it, so I never had a plan on what to do with it. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I've recently signed with a modelling agency.
Amazing.
So I'm just going to keep doing my thing, keep modelling, start working with brands as well, because brands have reached out to me. So yeah.
Fantastic. Since this has happened and you've gone out, what has been the reception that you've received from people?
So publicly, it's been positive. I recently went out with my friend. We just went shopping. I felt followed by a group of young people, and then one of them just ran past me, and then he had his phone to his ear, but his camera was facing me, and I knew he was recording me, but I was just it felt weird because I've never been in that situation before.
That nigga trying to hide it.
And then I had two girls approach me, and they just said "Oh, you Jess?" And I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, F all the hate, keep doing you. I felt that was really, really cute. And then there was a group of boys that also asked me for pictures, and I just took pictures of them. So yeah.
So that's actually really good. I'm happy that you're receiving positive energy. So fantastic to that. Well, thank you, Jess, for joining us today. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you for answering all these questions. I know that, some of them were a little bit difficult, but you handled yourself like a pro. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
All the best with your endeavors. We will be cheering you on here. And yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Off the Record. I have been...
Damn. Well, after watching it, I can see in her eyes, she truly did just want to dance with her favorite artist, but she went about it the wrong way. And I still sort of believe that this shit fake now. Cause why she didn't want to tell us that? Oh, I already knew what the comments. I already knew what these bitches would finna look like. Yeah, you not the only one. She lied multiple times. And she was gaslighting. But goddamn. Follow all my socials. We live on TikTok every day, goddamn. What else? We finna start doing daily uploads. And shit, that's it, goddamn. I'm probably finna go live. Y'all come by. If you don't, fuck you. You ain't no real supporter. I'm just talking. I'm out.